Hi, this is Allison and welcome back to Diamond Vanity Makeup. Oh, I've been gone for a long time, but life happens, things happen, great things happen. And yeah, as you can see, I'm coming to y'all in rare form. I just took my braids out, so I washed it and did a twist out. So I'm rocking my fro. I was been needing to do a video because I hadn't done one. This is the first one of the year. Right now, you know, we're dealing with the coronavirus, so we're all basically like stuck in the house. But I have 3 clients that I have to do today, so had no choice but to get beat, and I'm gonna head out in a few. I don't know how I'm liking my afro. I'll let it sit for a while. I'll probably rock it for like this weekend, and then probably, you know, braid it back down, put my wig back on. But either way, I'm still cute. So I do have a lot of things to talk about. So like I said, this is my first video of the year. It is 2020, and I know like y'all are like, where you been, what you been doing. So on December 31st, New Year's Eve, I launched my cosmetic line. Oh my god, like it was so surreal. I had been wanting to do this for the past 2 years. I was really procrastinating, I'm not gonna lie. I was procrastinating. A lot of things went wrong that day, but we still end up doing it. I'm featuring one of the items in this video. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. So with this cosmetic line, we of course have lip gloss, and these are my tubes. Sorry about the fingerprints. And as you can see, they are gold and they say Diamond Vanity Makeup. This color is the color that I have on right now. This one is called Chocolate Diamonds. I'll put the link down below where you can shop. It's called www Diamond Vanity, but vanity is spelled V-A-N-I-T-E-E, makeup.com. So on the site we have cosmetics, we have lip gloss, we have eye glitters, we have lip scrubs, we have body scrubs, and we're working on adding a few more items. One of our top selling body scrubs is called Honey Love. It's a scrub made out of cocoa. Right now, all of our body scrubs are sold out, and 4 of our lip glosses, but we will be restocking soon. We had an issue with getting our tubes because, you know, they are made in China, so right now they're not sending us anything from China. If push comes to shove, we may have to change the tubes, which is something that I don't want to do, but if we have to do it, what can we do? It'll still be bottled in the same great product. One thing about my line, with the exception of the eye glitters, everything is handmade and made at the house. Of course, we sanitize properly. I hand make the glosses myself. I mix them myself. I tube them myself. Along with the scrubs, I make the body scrubs myself, and they all have natural organic ingredients in the body scrubs and the lip scrubs as well. Some of the lip scrubs are different colors, but it's with vegan skin safe color dye, so you don't have to worry about that. We don't use the food coloring because it's not vegan. Well, I'll say some of them are not vegan and all of them are not skin safe, and of course, you know, we wouldn't want anyone to break out using our products. This is another, this one is sold out, but we're gonna restock it soon. So we have these type of tubes, and then we also have the squeeze tubes. So we have a Princess London collection. Those are all the squeeze tubes, and of course that collection is of course named after my little princess herself, London. This one is a clear lip gloss, and these are real roses that's inside the lip gloss. And the squeeze tube is the same formula, roses and a little bit of gold glitter. This one is great for just like great hydration for the lips if you just want a nice clear gloss. Some of the fellas use the squeeze tube one just for hydration, and of course, you know, us girls love anything that's cute. Look at that. So that one is really pretty. The packaging is really nice. We had silver packaging at first, but me and my business partner, we saw those, so we just decided that we wanted to go with the gold tubes. But I'll do a separate video with all the products that we have, because like I said, we do need to restock. Also, what else is going on in life? So I started, and I know last year I had did like a weight loss video, but you know, you fall off, fall in love, fall out of love. That's just life. Things happen, you know. So this year I did start back at it. Right now I'm not doing actual keto because some days I do have carbs, but for the most part I do, you know, meats, veggies. I do dairy, not like ice cream and stuff like that, but you know, like cheeses, sour cream, buttermilk, stuff like that. So I've started going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I don't do it for more than an hour each time I go. And then, believe it or not, some of y'all gonna laugh, but whatever. I do a breathing exercise in the house. Yes, I said it, breathing exercise in the house. It's called Body Flex. It's an old school video. It looked like it was maybe made in the 80s, but it does work. So when I started off this year, December 31st, or we say January 1st, so I weighed 375. Right now I weigh 328 or 324. I got on the scale yesterday. I try to only get on the scale maybe twice a month or maybe just once a month. And today is March something. But I don't get on the scale every day because sometimes you gain weight, you lose weight. If it's the time of the month, you know, you may be a little bit bloated than usual. But my goal weight is 185. I'm not trying to do it quickly because when you do it at a pace, it's more healthy. And also, too, you can keep it off quicker. So a lot of different things I'm doing this year. This year, I have also went back to just living the single life. I think at some point we all do want to be with somebody, but I think when you keep attracting the same type of person, sometimes you have to just like sit back and think, what is it about us that's attracting the same person, same personality, different faces or body structure? So after last year, I said I'm gonna, you know, just enjoy the single life and also enjoy the celibate life. Not so much as it's a religious thing, but sometimes you just need to purify your body, your mind, your thoughts, your heart, your emotions. And sometimes you just need to go back to just being you, embracing the beautiful person that you are, embracing the beautiful soul that you have. Later on throughout this year, I'll make a couple of videos separately, because one thing I do see about people, even when they lose weight or when they go on a spiritual journey or whatever that they do, I think sometimes people forget about your inner you. So if we don't take care of our inner you, our soul, you know, our mindset, our emotions, our heart, if we don't heal, because I'll be honest, I have not healed from a lot of stuff, not relationship wise, but just stuff, you know, from way back when, childhood things. Not to completely say I'm a broken person, because I don't feel I'm broken. I'll say I do have triggers. And a lot of people don't know my triggers. Some people do. But like I tell people, when I go into any situation, whether it's a friendship, whether it's, you know, a relationship, I always like to tell people my flaws up front. That's the difference between me and a lot of people, because I feel like if you tell people things up front, you're giving them the option to, you know, choose whether they want to proceed or whether they want to be like, okay, hey, you know what, I appreciate you telling me, but at this time, that's not something that I can do, or at this time, you know, Allison or whoever, I don't feel like you're the one for me. So I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was just like, you know, you have this cutoff block thing that you do. He was like, and you do it like 30 seconds, force field, bam, it's over. I never met you. I don't care about you, blah, 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 blah. And even though we chose to differ on that, I just want to say, as a woman, so a lot of people feel like blocking is a defense mechanism, and in a way it is, but also too, blocking for me is, if I came to any situation, whether it's a job, whether it's a friendship, whether it's an associationship, whether it's a relationship, I come to everything with my all, wholeheartedly, period. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So when a person, whether it's intentional, whether it's premeditated, whether it's malicious, or whatever it is, when I see that my emotions and feelings and how I treat you is not reciprocated, and once again, friendships, associationships, people on a job, once I realize that this is not a two-sided situation, it's more one-sided, I gotta go. You know, because at the end of the day, not really like that in career-wise, but everything else, no, we're gonna end this, we're gonna be done with it, because at 34 years old, we should not still be having conversations with people about why you are treating us poorly. I never understood it. I don't understand the closure conversations. I don't understand the why are you treating me like this, or why did you do this to me, or why are you acting like that. We are grown, and I think a lot of us spend so much time worrying about why somebody did this and why somebody did that. Honey, people are who they are. Even me, I am who I am. I'm 34 years old. It's some things that I do need to work on, but a lot of things about me, I'm not gonna change. That's why I tell people what may be a flaw up front. And either people are gonna accept you for who they are, or they not. And I always have to tell people, if a person is disrespecting you, you know, accusing you of things that you didn't do, being insecure, being jealous, being overly judgmental, or shady, or whatever y'all want to call it, whether it's a relationship, friendship, associationship, I don't understand why y'all just don't cut people off. Y'all be like trying to figure it out, talk about it, go to counseling. People are who they are. So if a person is insecure and jealous, or if they jump to conclusions and accuse you of stuff that you didn't do, or if they don't never feel like they wrong, honey, that's just who they are. But why settle for that? And I get so tired of people saying nobody's perfect. You right. Nobody is perfect, but that don't mean people gotta deal with your shit. Once again, nobody is perfect, but that doesn't mean that people have to deal with your shit. It is okay to be over 30 and single. It's okay. So I want people to like start loving you and embracing whatever you feel your flaws are. If it's some things that you do need to change, it's all about, you know, processing that change. I was talking to my friend Christmas yesterday about a lot of different stuff that I feel I need to work on just to be, you know, a better person, a better mom, you know, more successful in life. And it's okay to, you know, do a vision board, get your thoughts together. It's okay to block. I believe in blocking. Because once again, when you know who you are and you love who you are and you embrace who you are, you do not have time to entertain anything that's beneath you, anything, any thoughts, anybody. So I always say, anytime you feel like confused about something, you know, write it down, like your hopes, wishes, prayers, meditate, embrace the full moon when it comes, embrace, you know, talking to God about things. And that's another thing too. Sometimes we need to just talk to God about stuff instead of talking to other people, because God knows where we coming from. God knows our heart. God knows, you know, our thoughts and feelings and our true intentions. And sometimes other people don't. And that's okay. So I'm starting to do that as well. And just, you know, trying to form myself into really just being a better me. So I know I rambled for a long time, but with all due respect, if you like this look, I wasn't going for too much of a glam. I just kind of wanted to do a simple natural look, you know, to go with my fro. So you can tell me how you like this fro. I don't know if I like it either, but it's something different. But I am gonna rock it for this weekend. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe. Once again, my website is Diamond Vanity Makeup. Sometimes we do have sales, but I'll post that on my Instagram. Instagram is Diamond Vanity Makeup. Facebook is Diamond Vanity Makeup. If you want to follow my fitness page on Instagram, it's called Ally, ALLY, is Getting Fit. Oh, girl. I just became a brand ambassador for a athletic line for women called Just Strong. I was so geeked that they even hit me up or emailed me. So I'm really excited about that as well. So like I said, if you want to stay tuned for this look, thumbs up, subscribe, like, leave a comment below. All right, bye-bye. Okay, this is my Makeup Revolution concealer in C10. I use that just to blank out the eyes. And I do use it sometimes for my highlight when I want to highlight my face. Honey, I was looking for my brush and I couldn't find it. It's that flat Real Techniques pink brush that kind of looked like it's feathered at the top, so I had to use that one. But it still did the job. It blended it out quite nicely. And also, when I blend out my concealer on the eyes, I do like to set it with some type of setting powder. So I did the Morphe, the Bacon Set, the banana shade. And it came out quite nicely. So I do the first eye first and then the second eye. Also too, with this look, I just wanted to try to keep it a little natural. So I used, the first palette is the Profusion Chestnut Eyes. It's a simple palette, but you can do a lot of pretty colors in it. I took that brown color. Oh, and what a lot of people don't know is it's very pigmented. That is the Morphe brush, but I'll put it down below. I forgot what number it was. So I took that brown color, and I like to pack on the shade. It's kind of like a brownish reddish color. I like to pack the shade on first, and then go back and buff it out. And like I said, we're going to keep it kind of natural today. And this is the first time around that I am rocking my fro. Usually when I do my natural hair, I put it up in like a bun. But I didn't feel like doing it that time around. So I just did like a cute little twist out. And we'll see how it looks throughout the day. Now I'm still buffing in that red color. Reddish brown color, I'm sorry. Still buffing that in. And once again, you do want to pack it on first and then go back and buff that out. And then I'm also going to use another palette in a few. It is by Too Faced. I do have a lot of Too Faced palettes, but they have an all matte palette called Just Peachy. So I'm going to take the Just Peachy palette, and it's going to be that dark brown color in the palette. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pat it on first, a little bit lower than that reddish brown color. Pat it on. And then go back and blend it out in circular motions. And we're just gonna buff that out for a while. This brush is really fabulous. I think it was my first time using this Morphe brush, but it really got the job done. I'm also going to go back into the Profusion palette. once again, I caught myself trying to set up all the brushes and stuff that I needed, but I didn't put my eyeshadow, my flat eyeshadow brush up there, so I just got like a blending brush from the crayon case. They have pretty good brushes too, so I'm taking that white color out of the Profusion eyeshadow palette. And see how pigmented it is? I didn't even have to use concealer to try to do a cut crease or anything. And this is a drugstore brand, Profusion. I got this, actually I think my sister got this for me, and I think she got it from Target. But it's very, very pigmented. They have a whole bunch of different palettes, but this one is a great neutral palette, like if you don't want to use too many colors. So I take that Morphe brush again and go back and kind of like blend out the edges so it doesn't look too harsh. I think I lost a little bit of my white color, but I will go back and add a little bit more wherever I need to. So I'm taking that crayon case brush one more time, and that's a set. That crayon case brush comes in a set. They should still have it on the website. Usually I do my eyeliner and lashes off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on camera today. So that's the Morphe cream eyeliner in the color Jet. And it's not a certain brand, that angle brush. It was just a brush that I had. So I tried to trace it out first in a little bit of increments, and then go back over it. Now, one thing I will say, I do like the Morphe liner because it is creamy, but sometimes it dries a little thin. So I like to go back over with a liquid liner, which I'll do in a few seconds. So I'm still I can do wing liner on other people, but I'll be honest, it's a little struggle on myself. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still kind of working my way, doing it in increments and tracing it as much as I can, as neat as I can too, and still working with the wing. And it's crazy because I don't have any issues when I do it on other people. It's just on myself. Ain't that something crazy? And so after I finish the wing liner, I go in with my liquid liner. So this is the liquid liner by Lancome. It is in number 4. I love the way the brush is because you can kind of swivel it to the shape that you need it to be to make it more comfortable for you, your hand, and it's easier to draw on your eye. And see, it kind of gives it a little bit more black color. Because like I said, sometimes the Morphe gel liner, it'll kind of dry out a little bit thin. See, that came out pretty cute. I skipped the lashes for now. Now I'm going to go into the primer. I already did my skincare prep. And if you want to see my skincare prep, I'll do that in a separate video. That primer is the Level of Primer by Beauty Blender. I usually use it in tan to deep, but I didn't see it, so I just used the light to medium. With that primer, you want to press it into the skin. It's a blurring primer. It helps minimize pores and mattifies the skin. So you just want to pat that in like so. You don't want to smear it, but it is great for closing up the pores and giving you like a pre-perfection before you start your foundation. So I like to cover up my dark circles. They have cleared up a lot because, like I said, I've been dieting and drinking more water, alkaline water. Ooh, do we have some left? That is the LA Pro Girl Concealer in FAWN. So I just like to conceal the areas where it's a little bit darker. And I do have a couple little blemishes, but they are fading away because I decided to do like a DIY turmeric mask. So that has been helping. That was the brush that I was looking for to blend out my concealer on my eye. But that is a Real Techniques blending brush. Some people use it for setting powder, which I do use it for setting powder too, but I like the way it blends out my under eye concealer. But I will use that later for, I don't know the name of that brush, but I'll put it in the link below. I'll use that brush again when I go to set my under eye. And see how it just blends out really nicely? It kind of feels like a beauty blender on a brush. Very nice. So now I am going to use my foundation. I love the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW43. That is my exact color. The brush I'm going to use is a Morphe G83. So even though it's a brush, it's like a kabuki brush, but it blends out like a beauty blender. I think I put a little bit too much foundation on, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and blend that out. And see how I'm packing that in rather than circling it in or streaking it in. I'm just packing that in just like how I would do a beauty blender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out under the eye. I may need a little bit more coverage in certain places, so I'll go back and pack that in. And I always do my forehead area last because it's the least that I have to cover. I did have some imperfections on my forehead, but with that turmeric mask I've been using, it has cleared up a lot. And you just want to make sure that you go over your eyebrow area just in case you use a lighter concealer to do your eyebrows, so it all blends out together. I'm going over it one more time. And just going back around the whole face just to make sure we don't have any areas that's patchy. And now I'm taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium deep. I usually do use the NW43 foundation powder. I just didn't know where it was today. We've been cleaning, so we just had a lot of stuff going on. But you want to pat that in. That is a It's My Ray Ray powder brush. I love that brush set. It's so soft. And it does the job. It gets the powder in all over the skin without you looking cakey. So now we're going to go back in with that LA Pro Girl concealer. It's going to be in the color Pure Beige. If I don't do this concealer, I usually do the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand, but I just haven't been to Sephora yet to restock. But this does the job for now. So I put it under the eye, down the nose, in the middle of my forehead, right above my cupid's bow and my chin. And I'm going to take that same brush again and blend out that concealer. Now, you can highlight and conceal and contour however you like. To me, I feel there's no right or wrong way. Some people just have ways that work better for their face, face and skin type. This is how I highlight and contour, but, you know, like I said, you're welcome to do whatever you feel is comfortable for you. This is just what Allison does to her face and when she does clients. So I'm blending that out on the chin area, and I'm gonna head on up in a few seconds just to reblend out under the eye, just to make sure, you know, we haven't missed any spots. And now we're gonna blend out that nose, because we always want to make sure that we have a snatched nose. My nose, I don't feel is too big, but you know, hey, everybody may have their own opinion. But I do like to contour my nose just to give that completed highlight and contour look. And now I'm going to blend out the concealer on my forehead area. This part sometimes take a little bit longer because sometimes my forehead is a little dry. But that worked out really nice. So I'm taking the Makeup Revolution concealer in C17. So this, of course, is darker than my skin tone. I'm going to contour with this. I love this concealer. Sometimes you do want to move a little bit quicker because sometimes it can dry quick. Oh, I put a little bit too much on my nose, but that's okay. We're going to fix it. So I'm going to take a Real Techniques. This is a pointed bronzing brush. And I'm just going to buff that out. I always like to do cream contour, then do the powder contour. It just gives you a more precise contour. And now I'm going over to the other side and doing the same blending method. And just buffing that out and making sure that, you know, it's neat, it's clean. And I have chubby cheeks, so this contour cream is giving me life. Look how those cheekbones are popping out as we speak. Hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Okay, now we're doing the forehead area. So this one had got a little bit tricky because, like I said, it had kind of dried. So I had to really work some magic to blend this out at the top. So next time, I'll do my cheeks and then I won't apply the forehead area till I'm almost done. And because I do have a chubby face, like I said, I took some of that remaining contour from the bronzer. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. And I did put it below the cheeks. Now I'm taking that Morphe Bake Set Banana Powder and setting my under eye. Everywhere where I put the highlighter, I'm just gonna set real quick. And I know you're looking like, why does she has these thick lines down her nose? But like I said, we're gonna fix it. And I'm just sharpening up my contour with that powder as well. Putting it on my forehead. And I am looking for my powder brush. Oh, okay. This is a blending eyeshadow brush from the crayon case. Once again, it's in that same set. So this color is a little dark. It's a little harsh. So I'm going to blend it out as much as I possibly can. Sometimes we do put too much, but we can always fix it. So I'm going to blend it out, blend it into my eyeshadow. Make sure I'm blending out as much as I can down my nose. I'm going to take my foundation brush and blend that out so it does not look so harsh. See how we fixed that? I know y'all was like, oh, MG. But we fixed it. We fixed it. Okay, so I have to put a little bit more of that pure beige concealer just to give it more, you know, that snatch look again, because we had to blend it out some. So we're taking that Real Technique pink brush again. We're gonna blend it back out. See how I came back to life on that nose area? You see that? Snatched. And we are going to take the Mineralized Skin Finish to dust off that setting powder and give us a little bit of color back under the eye and everywhere that we did set our makeup at. And so I'm gonna take a little bit more of that Bake and Set and put it on the nose area. And then take my powder brush and dust that off real quick. And so we are gonna go in with our Sephora powder and Deep Fonts 04. This is an old Sephora powder, so they don't sell this anymore. But we're gonna go over our cream contour with that powder just to set our cream contour and blend it out. I'm glad I bought 2 of these because this is like the best contour for me. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for, you know, anybody else, but I like it. And so now I'm going down the bridge of my nose with that deep powder. And I'm blending it out really good. And you know, my favorite part of highlighting contour is the blush and highlight. So the blush we're going to use today is going to be the BECCA blush in FLOWERCHILD. So it's a pretty pink blush, but it has iridescence, sparkle iridescence to it. So on my skin tone, it may not show up as much as if it would you see it in person, but you can see it a little bit. It kind of comes off like a pink highlighter, But that's the pink blush in FLOWERCHILD. See how pretty that is? Ooh, that's super pretty. I loved it, honey. When I say I was gleaming when I put this on. And I'm blending it out with just a BEIGE Cosmetics angle brush. And so now I'm using, this is my, even though it's a drugstore highlighter, the Maybelline Master Glow in 100 is bae. So I'm putting that at the high parts of my cheek, on my forehead, the tip of my nose. I'm gonna put it over my Cupid's bow. See how I got a little bit of gleam on my chin area, back on my forehead. And then you also have to make sure on your highlighted area, your brows, you hit it with that highlighter. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Come on, girlfriend. Highlighted for the gods. Yes, ma'am. And so I'm going to go back with that brown eyeshadow so I can put a little bit of smoke under the eye. Just a little bit. I didn't put mascara on today because my eyes are kind of watery. But I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow line up under my eye just to give it a little pop. So I'm putting it on the other eye as well. That brownish red color from the PROFUSION Chestnut palette. And then I'm going to buff that out so it can look kind of smoky on both eyes. And I'm going to go back in with that black color in that PROFUSION palette and just smoke just half of the under eye. I'm not going to bring it all the way over, just half. And like I said, today I'm not doing mascara. I'm just going to do my smoky under eye. I think it came out really, really pretty. Like I said, I'm not trying to be too dramatic. This is one of my natural looks. And so that is a LUSH Shea Butter Lip Balm. You always have to put conditioner on your lips. And also use a lip scrub. I get so tired of seeing people with crusty lips. We sell 4 different lip scrubs on my site, Diamond Vanity Makeup. And we have a salt scrub for people who don't want to use sugar. So there's no reason to have crusty lips. So this is a lip pencil that I'm taking. Actually, well, whenever I find it. Whenever I find a lip pencil. Is it a lip pencil? Or is it it's actually an eyebrow pencil, but it's a pretty brown. That is a Ruby Kiss Rich Chestnut brown eye pencil, but I like to use it sometimes as a lip pencil because it's really, really pretty. It's like the perfect brown liner for my skin tone. I'm just fluffing out my fro. Like I said, I'm trying to get used to it again. And so I am going to take a Diamond Vanity lip gloss in the color Chocolate Diamonds. Now, these lip glosses are pigmented, but they still can go on a little sheer. But it gives you a great color. But you can put as many coats on as you like. I only put like 2 on, but you can make that color become really, really dark if you wanted to. It's just up to you, but like I said, we were being natural, so I just put a little bit on. And now I'm going to get to the lashes. That is the Super Hold Envy Kiss glue. It was my first time using it today, but it worked pretty good. I don't know what lashes these are, but I'm just gonna pop them on. They're not too dramatic. They're kind of like medium, not too natural, not too dramatic. When I get the box, I think those are from like Miss Lashes. That's in that gold and black box. But I'll put it down below. So I like to use tweezers when I'm putting on lashes on myself. Only because my eyes jump sometimes. So I like to make sure they're secure because sometimes they be coming up on the ends. So I just make sure I secure it and I kind of press it in to my natural lash with the eyebrow tweezers. Okay, we got one on. Okay. We got one on. So now we're going to the next one. And this glue is actually pretty good. I bought two because I have one for my kid. I used it on some of my clients yesterday and they actually liked it because I used to buy that duo glue, but for some reason it gets old quick and it makes some people's eyes run even when I buy the latex free one. So a lot of people liked it, this one, so this may be a winner for the kit. Okay, and once again I am just trying to place that on the lash line using the tweezers. Sometimes you have to align it with your finger, but for the most part, we got it on secured. Hey. And then we're just gonna press the natural lashes into with the falsies, because like I said, today I didn't use mascara. I honestly didn't know where it was. Let me fluff out my fro for a little bit. And this is the Lasting Fix Spray, Setting Spray by Maybelline. And we are all done. Smooches. I think it came out nice. All right, don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe, click that bell so you know when I upload a new video. Bye.